It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The crowd may be already playing a role here. We've got to jump before the opening snap. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
From the 36. But man, it's Marvin Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Straight ahead with Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Caught, this is Greg Dulcich. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He finds Laporta. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Intended target there was Sam Laporta. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Slot man in motion right. Throwing here on 2nd and a handful. Has it in close. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back now. Pressure on its way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. It's a 3-3 game. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. And he could have a free play here. And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So we got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. And that is picked up by Carlton Davis. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Breaks the tackle, still going. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Broncos get set to take over. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Williams to start the drive. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nix from the gun. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Nix with it on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and 4. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pass complete to Dulcich. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Here's Nix to throw. Connects with his back. Jaleel McLaughlin has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Finds Laporta. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Got to figure out this third down here. All right, back to the ground game here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. St. Brown's got it. Complete. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions tie things 10-10. Fox now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Williams from the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. They get it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Dulcich hauls it in. Keeps it moving. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here's Nix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing here, Nix. Catch is made in close.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Williams. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
2nd and 10 now. A lot of minutes on the move here. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And down it goes. The Broncos got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal from the 9 here. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, Nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing it again here. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions get it back to a 14-point game.
17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 32. Into the hands of Gibbs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Pass play now. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So now, here's third and goal. Back to throw now. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions, 14 points back. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. He's going to throw this one. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but it's definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience's mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up in the line. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now. He's got it over the middle. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond that 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Looking to throw it. Finds Laporta. And he's out of bounds past midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
That's caught for the 1st. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times quarterbacks have been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Not on the same page that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Desperation time here on 4th. And he comes up with it. He went and got it. Touchdown. And now they can tie this or go for the win. I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock. But they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to use the last 4 quarters to make this decision, and it better not have been right in the moment. You better have made it before this drive began.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another run for Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Pass taken in by Sutton. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's far enough, but no good. He sets it just a little bit right. And things just got even more exciting here in overtime, folks.
What 4 quarters couldn't do, Kate, the last 2 plays might have. Drive stalls on 3rd, then a makeable field goal is no good. And now that offense will take over, needing just a little bit of distance for a game winner of their own.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He's got the hook up to Cooper. That one goes for 25 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's good for the Lions.
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. From the 21. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Third down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. So here they are, a chance to win this with a field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. The kick is good, he got it! And they've taken back the lead. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
You